It is the Helicoprion prehistoric shark type, hailing back from the days of Meteorot 8 fairly recently. It is UZS00 Infinitis, with a kit of Destroy, Double Assassin, Sea Legs, and the leg ability Dead or Alive, which buffs leg stats, minus armor, and heavy limit for every critical hit scored. Now, honestly, right from start, Infinitis makes it clear that dedicated and spot melee nuking is his specialty, and he is very, very good at what he does. Destroy is a gambling-based melee variant of the skill, so it is guaranteed to destroy and break any part instantly that is correctly targeted in its heat phase, in its cooldown phase, or any shield that is in play. And because it also is a non-heavy variant, using this head also makes it very easy to fit Destroy into any particular team build where heavy limit might be something to keep an eye on. Assassin, of course, as his weapon of choice in this case, it is a conventional melee skill that is guaranteed to land on the target and guaranteed to land a critical hit on top of that. But it also comes with a caveat. If you fail to destroy a part with your single strike, you lose the arm instead of the opponent. But if you can successfully break a part with your strike, you live to strike another day. Tying this into his leg ability Dead or Alive, Infinitis is pretty much set right from start that he can operate on his own with his own self buffs and his high power nuking between Assassin and Destroy. He's very well balanced and dedicated to the role of melee fighting and making his hits particularly count. As a pure set score, I would rate him a very solid 7 out of 10 for this reason. Even though Sea Legs may not be the fastest on the field, the leg ability of Dead or Alive, plus paired with the automatic and guaranteed critical hits from Assassin, mean that 1 or 2 strikes mean that he's going to be progressively getting faster for every particular punish that he does manage to land, whether or not he actually does successfully break apart. And for this reason, as mixed parts, I would rate him a little higher at a 7.5 out of 10. Because even though Sea Legs, like I mentioned, are not the fastest, they do have a very high natural evade, which means that if you are fighting Infinitis, and he is not inflicted with, say, no defend or no evade, it's going to be very difficult to actually land a proper hit on him because he's going to be grazing or even outright dodging a lot of attacks without really even trying to. For that reason, if you are looking for... The great thing about Dead or Alive, however, is the fact that it's not exclusive to melee-based in this sense. So you are free to use it on just about any build, especially anyone that is in need of C-based legs, in the rare sense they are needing to be used. But Destroy and Assassin can fit pretty conventionally in most standard melee-based teams or as a melee nuker or fighter, where it might be needed. Something else to note and make mention of when it comes to Assassin. As high power of a move as it is, since it's guaranteed critical hits, the biggest weakness of any assassin-based move is anything with a very high or very naturally high HP. So say, for instance, EX trials with HP times 1.5 or times 2 modifiers, you do not want to bring Assassin into those fights because that is basically asking for you to lose your arm at the cost of not even landing a scratch on a particular opponent. In this same reason, anyone using a shield, I would actively avoid using Assassin on either, for this very same reason that the enhanced resistance does make it very difficult to destroy anything while a shield is active. But in that case, Infinitis can basically cover his own back so that if anyone is using Destroy, he can using a shield, he can use Destroy to very quickly negate that advantage and then quickly resume using Assassin for spot nuking.